Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Now, because of my background as a newspaper person, or better still, as a writer, because I have that background, I also have the ability to do what we call the observation pieces, where you take your time to observe some things and you write a feature article about it. Even in my life today, it's one of the things, if not writing myself, it's one of the things I enjoy to read. So people like Chris Vincent, the lawyer, the under 30 ambassador. There's a gentleman called Kofipedia on Facebook, and a good number of them. I can spend minutes on their timelines and be reading, because I used to be doing those things. Like, I observe something, write theses about it in my newspaper, in my columns and all. So if I'm not writing, maybe now I'm doing more audio and visuals. I still want to read others. I enjoy reading such things. And today I'm about to do something that I'm calling, or I want to call, a letter to Showboy, aka Adanko. Since his release from prison and he came back to Ghana, some of us, in fact, I can say personally, I want to choose my words right, so that if he comes across this and he watches it, he wouldn't feel offended that I wished him bad. But I never thought he would be able to put his life together like he has been able to do it. Trust me, I doubted it. Because yes, whilst he was in prison, I remember I had an interview with him, I think once or twice on Xylophone FM. He spoke to me straight from his prison or his cells, however we would call it, on phone. It was a phone interview where he was talking about starting a record label. He employed, or he signed, some guys on the Two Hype Gang record label. He was bringing some of these boys on my platforms for interviews, and at the same time he was talking about his gang here in Ghana, the AMG boys, the fact that some of them, they betrayed him, they were not taking care of him. I remember at that time he even threw some punches at Nam1, because yes, I was working with Nam1, so obviously if he wasn't happy with some things, he would use me as a conduit to reach Nam1. I remember all those things. I know who he is. Carefree, very hyped up all the time. Of course, he's that guy who thinks, Charlie, life is about me. However I want to rule my life is about me. If I want to do it, I'll do it. Forget the repercussions. Forget about the results. I just want to do it and I'll do it. He's that guy. So when I heard that finally he was going to be released from jail, and indeed it happened, and he came to Ghana, I never thought he was going to put his life together like he's done it. Trust me. I thought, well, a luta continua. He's sure going to be doing those things. Gangsterism, here and there, all the things that you know he will be doing. Fighting here, of course. I still know that there are occasions that he's been involved in some fights here and there. I remember he went to, I think, somewhere down or so, to play some show, and I heard it turned to a fight. It became very bloody, some of their cars being smashed and all. Yeah, I know it happens. Even with that, it can happen to any ordinary musician. When you go for a show and the understanding does not come right, it is likely that if you don't manage it well, to turn to some of these things. So I thought it was going to be that after one after one like that. But I think I sit here and I want to commend Showboy, aka Adanko. Because take it or leave it, he has been able to manage his life in a way, and he has seen how to play the game. So sometimes You may think, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing and he's fooling, but no. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Now, let me break it down for you. Showboy wants to do the music thing seriously. It is the reason he keeps investing. He's shooting quality videos. He's recording songs. He's performing. He's building at least a brand that when he's on the stage, you turn around to look at him. He's doing all that. He is being very tactical with what he's doing. He knows that in Ghana, if you want to be in show business, it is not just about the talent. The fact that, oh, this guy, he can sing, oh, he can rap, oh, he can dance, oh. No, he knows, Showboy knows it goes beyond that. It is the reason he's added the rant part. And to make money from even the rant part, smart guy. Beyond his Showboy TV, which is handling his music, he's also done the Adanko media to do the rant part, which is handling podcasts, which is handling his rants, which is still fetching him some money. Hi. On the podcast, on the Adanko media, he's interviewing people, creating content. When he wants to do his editorials, he has some things off chest that he wants to clear. That is where he goes to. So you go on YouTube and he has these channels. In fact, this morning, before I was coming to the studio to do his piece, I decided to go check his YouTube. Do you know, when you even check any of his channels, whether Adanko Media or Showboy TV, he has linked the two that if you subscribe one, you see the other one that you have to subscribe. I said, hey, Adanko Media, smart guy. So this morning, whether by design or plan, I've subscribed to the two channels, Adanko Media and Showboy TV, because it's like some people do shared posts that before you, if you want to like or if you want to follow one, you have to follow the rest of the pages. I did the same thing. Adanko Media knows that, or Showboy knows that, it is not just the music. You have to add the other part. So he becomes a commentator on social issues. He becomes a commentator in showbiz. He becomes his own pundit. He becomes his own critic and critiques other people as well. And now, tell me which stage you put Showboy on that he will not be known. I hear he has a song called Boboye or so. How is it called? Bomboye or something like that. Bomboye. Yeah. To be frank, Sammy Flex, I don't know much about that song. But anywhere he's performed, I hear people shouting Bomboye and all those things. And what it means that, like it or take it, he's become top of mind. And Charlie, it is not easy to do it in Ghana like that, though. Well, I also want to believe maybe he has some cool fans that is behind him to do all these things. Because, yeah, there are occasions I've seen him fly to South Africa to do some videos. Of course, he's still pulling some of the heavy vehicles here in town. In fact, he's living the life. You see his studio, a beautiful setup. Very beautiful, like someone who is really doing it. It's not as if like, oh, like he's doing it. You feel it. And I'm just here to say, Adanko, you've done well. I know since you came to Ghana, have we spoken? Yeah, we've spoken. Yeah. I remember some time he called me that he wanted to talk to Wale or so. I remember some time he had some I think he had some conversations with Michi, and out of that he called me. You know those things. Adanko there, of course, you know Adanko. About Bob Bonadrian was here easily, and he's gone. Of course. I think he's done something right. Like he's done something right. You may not like him. Of course, he has his excesses. Adanko is one of the guys in our industry who has excesses. He has his excesses, extremes, just as many of us in this industry we have. But to me, I think he deserves some commendation. There are occasions that I've even heard him on his podcast advising people, telling them that, Charlie, crime is not good, telling them that you have to find a hustle, telling them that, Charlie, don't try to be smart, telling them that be straight in life, don't try to cut ways. Hey, anytime I come across such, I say, hey, this guy is a serious lesson. I think there is something that he may even do if he hasn't thought about it. You know, just as some people are going to high schools to do performances, he can also use his life to go to some of these high schools or even the universities. That is, if they may accept him, because I know in Ghana, sometimes we accept or we deny people based on some stories or some history we have, but we don't know that these people can be the real change agents. I think I see Adanko playing that role. Because one, he's gone through it all. He's done everything some. Bibia more the bonini kikani na bombi. Why ni na bida? The opesa can be the can. Me assure that Adanko why ni na bida. He's gone to jail 7 years. And he's come back. When he came back, anytime he gets an opportunity, he tries to advise people. I've seen videos of such. I remember when this Yoko saga became rampant. The way he was sharing some information and knowledge he knows about these fraudulent activities, warning people to stay away, telling people that, Charlie, there is no future in it. Hi! Anytime I see those that say, hey, Adanko, smart guy. Trust me, smart guy. And I want to write this letter to him to say that his story is worth emulating. Yeah, his story is worth emulating. Many people might not pay attention, but to me, I think he's done something good for himself. Yes, his excesses are still around, but I think he's done something good for himself. I remember having an encounter on a video where he was dealing with this, the guy who has been saying clock it. Educator, whichever one. I remember when Showboy was giving it to him or her, like that. Say, hey, judge me, you know, hey, like, hey. And this Showboy. To me, I think Showboy has done something right. Showboy, maybe you can take this project next year. About reformation. About transformation. Go to these senior high schools. A career educator, yes, that's the name. Go to these senior high schools. Talk to them about some of your experiences in life. From drugs, from crime to fraud. Like, just talk to them about life. And let them know that all these things don't pay. I think Lucky Dubé said in one of the crime doesn't pay. If there is someone who should talk to them so that they put themselves together, find the hustle, and pay attention to it, I think, Showboy, you have this. You can do it. I sometimes listen to him talk and he speaks wisdom. Like sometimes, of course, he speaks wisdom. Listen to, hey, Charlie, this guy is saying something. Oh. Yeah, but you see, we are in that society. The moment we put some bar on you, even if you are speaking wisdom, some people don't pay attention because we want to listen to the man who has PhD. We want to listen to that man who is in suit and tie all the time. We want to listen to that guy who is speaking heavy grammar. No. It is like the Shatawale story. You listen to the Shatawale story and you know that, hey, this guy, he is a substance, a full load. He's someone that you have to listen to. Learn some of his ways, and trust me, you are good. In the business way, and you are good. And this is what I'm talking about on Adanko's journey. I doubted when he was coming. In fact, when he was coming to Ghana, I even thought that, hey, Charlie, this guy, especially when he came first, he was very hyper. So I thought, hey, this guy will do, and now he'll continue another one in Ghana. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, This guy has come, Charlie. Maybe why depressed, why traumatic. He will do and before he knows, he's going to continue another one in Ghana. I was thinking like that. But now, if I look at him, I go like, hey, how did he do it? If not for anything, now he's a boss of some empire of a sort. His Adanko media, obviously, he's not the one doing everything there. Someone is shooting. Someone is recording. Someone is producing the content. He has his music side, that is the Showboy TV. As the boss of the record label, Two Hype Gang, definitely he would have managers. He would have road managers. When he's going out to perform, he has security people. All these people, I want to believe he pays them. The other day at Tema, when he was going to do his concert there, he said he spent his own money, gave it to the people to build stage and all those things for him. That is money the gentleman is putting within the industry. And I've observed him. I've watched from afar. I've not been very close. Like I said, when he came back from prison, I've spoken to him once, twice. But I've not even met him since. Like one-on-one, we've not met. But I've been observing, I've been following. The other day, he went to perform in Nkoko. And when he was performing, the crowd, the way they were responding to his songs, I was like, hey, Showboy. And he was even asked how much he was paid, and he said, oh, the people can't pay him or so. And he just passed through. They wanted him to perform. He took the money and he shared it for the people. Like, hey, this is Showboy. In fact, he has his own flex. He has his own brag. And sometimes when you listen to him, yeah, this guy, he's got it. Bad boy. But he's managing his life. I'm so happy that since he came, we haven't heard of another court, your court jail. No, I'm so happy. Of course, like I'm saying, excess is kakra there. No, only we be kakra. Like that fight somewhere, got his mouth broken or something. It was bloody, yeah. I remember seeing that. His cars being smashed and all that. But in all, the journey Showboy is on needs to be commended. Let's urge him on. That actually go like this. Reduce the excess and just go. Of course, the excess is part of the industry in a way. Because when Showboy is on a stage and is performing and people are making noise, they are not making noise because of his music alone. They may like his music, Bomboye. They may like the dog that he brings on the stage and all that. They may like all the antics, that kind of dance. You know, he has some dance, some fake dance be. Also, yeah. People like all that, but they also like that vibe about him. Yeah, this is Showboy. Yeah, they also like that vibe about him. It is part of his makeup. It is part of who he has become now. And you know, I may not be his body, close pal like that. I may not be his fan like that. But I see how he's going. And I think he deserves some mention. At least let's give him some flowers for now. Let's see how far or the longevity that he can still go with this. The other day he was saying he doesn't even perform easily because the people can't pay him. Of course, it could be his flex, it could be his brag, it could also be his truth. And of course, it could also be a lie. That maybe he's not even getting the shows, but of course, I say, because Obama also budget 500,000. I'll bet him to ya. Ebi on timintua. And your ma. And I saw Baba Bachel. He performed at the Wendy Shea show, right? Yeah. I saw how people were all over. Someone would even take his shirt, clean his shoes on the stage. Hey, there's Adanko. They are not doing it for your favorite musician, but they do it for Adanko. When your favorite musician is coming on the stage, we don't hear applause, we don't hear like that noise. But when Adanko is coming, we hear it. Because when the show, I remember, even when he was coming, a song was not dropped. He just walked up to the stage and he said, hey, this is Adanko. Showboy. Maybe when you are doing your list of musicians, you may not even add him. You may not add him, but when he hits the stage, he will beat that guy who you write as number 5. Of course, we know number 1. And number 1, no debate. Shatawala is there. The rest, move on, move on, show. when you are doing that, the guy you put at number 5, it won't be Adanko. But trust me, when that guy and Adanko appears, Adanko might swallow him. And you still not respect him. To me, I think he deserves some salute. So, in this editorial, I just came to write my letter to Adanko. It's a love letter, though. It is not one with blooded ink. This is red. Red means love to Adanko, aka Showboy. However you are doing it, however you are managing it, keep going. Use your life as an example for people, especially young ones who may be into gangsterism and all, because we all saw how it happened before he went to jail. When the videos leaked, we saw that fight, the knife, the Charlie, some way. It's not something I'm not sure he would even want to remember. Yeah, he wouldn't want to remember. You understand? Use this life to teach young people that Charlie, crime is not it. Gangsterism is not it. Fraudulent act is not it. Yeah, like manage your life. Reduce the substances. If you can't stop, reduce it to the minimum, barest minimum. If you can't stop it. Adanko, you have caught my attention today, and I'm here to say kudos to you. Continue doing whatever you are doing. Maybe in the few days to come, we'll meet up. When we meet up, we'll catch up and catch some vibe. My name is Sammy Flex. Share this with Adanko. Tell him that I am monitoring. I'm loving what he's doing. And let's see what the future holds. My name is Sammy Flex. You can also put down your comments. Maybe what you have also observed about Adanko that you want to share with me. The good and the bad, yeah. Who knows? I may come again to do something about him. So if he's doing something good that I've not seen, put it there. If he's doing something bad that I've not seen, put it there. Before you know, he has some social task that he's doing, taking care of some people in society. Well, I've not seen all. The few ones I've seen, I've touched on. So if you also have something to say. But in all, kudos to Adanko and to whoever is part of you. Because I know people like you, working with you will be extremely difficult. Yeah, working with people like Adanko, but you still have to be with them. Of course, they also need love. They also need support. So to the people around him too, kudos to you guys. You guys have done well bringing him this far. You guys have done well managing what he's doing and managing the excesses to get him to the level he's got into. Adanko, accept my love this morning or evening or afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this. Let's say kudos to Adanko. It is not bad. Let's see how best we can make him part of the mainstream music, and let's see how best we can also tap into what he's doing. We're out of here. Bye.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.